Minecart levels are pretty much tradition for Donkey Kong games. They appear in some form or another in every single mainline Donkey Kong entry, and it all starts right here. Minecart Carnage. If it seems like there's not too much to this level, you'd be right. However, I feel this level is the first to reveal the Kremling's motivation for taking the island. Not all at once, but combined with the level before it, it starts to paint a picture. From a gameplay perspective, this level's all about the minecart mechanic. That's all. It's a more gimmicky level than most, but I don't mean that in a bad way. It's a great change of pace, it's super fun, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if this was a highlight of the game for some people. But before we get into the theorizing, what else can we discuss about the gameplay? It's the first appearance of the critter in the minecart, but that's not that interesting. It's also the first level with a warp barrel. Fall off the edge at the beginning and hug the wall on the way down, and you'll be shot to the very end of the level. I think that's it. Alright, let's get to the part where we overanalyze a 30-year-old game for children. Might as well start with the big one. When you take into account the world it's in, the levels on either side of it, and what we find out in the final two worlds of the game, I think this level finally gives us the motivation for the Kremling's actions. They're mining the island. Now, I don't know what resources they're mining or what their endgame is, but I think that's a pretty solid speculation, one that only gets stronger as the game goes on. Not to jump too far ahead, but there's what looks like a refinery in World 5, Kremkrok Industries, and the world itself resembles real-world mining operations. You could speculate further too, like maybe the carts were used to transport the bananas quickly away from the jungle, or maybe the rails have so many gaps because the entire shaft is still under construction, which is an idea that is given some credibility by the previous level, I think. They're just little things, but I think both ideas work nicely with the overall theory. So if the previous level is Donkey and Diddy stepping into Kremling territory, this level is them moving right into their operations. The mining for resources theory is expanded upon throughout the rest of the game, but not before a conflicting theory shows up, only a few levels from here. Speaking of, this level also hints at that conflicting theory, but once again, I think it's best if you wait until then for me to explain what I mean. I'm not trying to bait you, but trust me, it'll all make a lot more sense if we just wait. Alright, I think we're good for part 8. The main theory I have for the Kremling's actions is finally out. They're mining the island for resources, and the Kongs, either directly or indirectly, are in their way. So they took the banana horde right before monsoon season starts in the hopes of starving them out. We'll flesh this theory out as we go, as well as float another conflicting theory that, now that I think about it, actually kinda goes hand in hand with the mining theory, but could be seen as the main motivation. You won't be waiting long, it comes up in this world, so we're only a few episodes away. Before I go, I'd really like to get a feel for how all of you feel about this level. Do you view it as a refreshing change of pace, or do you think it's a chore? Does it keep things interesting or kill the momentum? I love it, and I feel it comes along at the exact right time, but I'm really keen to see how everyone else feels about it. Subscribe if you're enjoying this weird journey, and hit the like button if you did indeed like the video. If not, no hard feelings. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.